G'day folks, welcome back to the channel for episode 4 of our Skater Templar, where we're going to get into Act 2, but before that I need to fix this piercing resistance problem I have. And how we're going to do that is we're going to buy a couple of scavenge platings, and I think I need one of those as well. There we go, I think that was all I needed. We're going to make another silk swatch. I'm going to put that in our legs. So, one resilient plating, one silk swatch please, you can go in the legs, and I also want a scaled hide, but I'm not getting one of those. We are going to swap this chest pretty much straight away upon hitting level 20. And the other thing you may want to consider is crafting one of these basic relics. Either Calamity or Equilibrium, and I would probably lean towards Equilibrium. Now, it will cost you a tainted brain matter, but you will always get one of these from the Warden's chest. So you will always have this, and it's also just a couple of basic elemental damage components, which I won't say you will always have these, but you should usually have all of these. Now, the guide we're following, I believe, uses the Bone Talisman. We are following the guide, so I am going to use the Bone Talisman. I would probably recommend Equilibrium. It is a very good starting relic, and you basically get one for free. Well, you are guaranteed the rare part of it when you kill Krieg. Because I am following the guide, though, I'm going to leave it, and I will use the Bone Talisman. The good thing about the Bone Talisman is that it's 100% extra damage from all sources, and basically you don't have to worry about energy while it's active. The bad thing about the Bone Talisman is that it is an extra button you have to push. So, with that said, we now have semi-decent, I guess, piercing. Everything that's a gun basically does piercing damage. So, all of these losers around here, they're all doing piercing damage. I'm just going to wait for the flash freeze to be up again, and we'll take care of these gang members. Looks like a couple of them don't want to be frozen. Also, apparently, don't want to be hit from below. All right, let's see if we can't kill old mate here. Because he is immune to the slowing effect on Electra's flash freeze, that means he is also immune to the damage and the resistance reduction from it. Let's just go ahead and take care of his friends here. And we're going to neck potions like they're going out of fashion. Okay, so once you've killed Shanks, make sure you come up here into his little hut and loot his treasure chest here. This is not a super special, like a one-shot chest or anything like that. It's just a slightly larger, slightly fancier chest. I'm just looking at my resistances and trying to decide if I need to make any other alterations to my components, but I think it's probably fine. That dynamite on the floor is an unexpected drop, but very welcome. And now we just watch everything go down to almost dead. And we use a third one of these to kill everything. Okay. So we'll pick up that dynamite that I saw down here, and we will continue up to the north. These guys, the big golems, are a little bit scary. Just stay away from them if you can, and if you can't, be very careful, because the rocks they throw especially if you get hit by 2 or 3 of them at the same time, it's going to hurt. See that? That was 1 rock. There's the second one. Now, if 2 of those had hit me, I would be, if not dead, very, very close. Fortunately, only 1 of them hit me, and I was watching, so I saw it and was able to take action in time. Okay, so we have a devotion shrine in here. We have finished working on the imp, and according to the guide, we are now going to be going for the quill. So I think we already have that 1 point there. We're about to get a 2nd point. Let's see if we can't just... this is unfortunate. Ghosts are a little bit resistant. Unfortunately for them, not quite resistant enough. Okay, so Desecrated Shrine, it's fight time. And I think one of those is a cold... cold enchanted. Whoever's putting that cold stuff on the floor, it's probably him. It's not him, it's one of these 2. Alright. So I believe they are mostly dead. There we go. Alright, swap that one in. How's these helmets? That is actually a lot of additional armor. The physique and spirit isn't bad either. You know what, I'm going to use that. It's probably enough. The hermit's leg guards are not awful either. We don't have a point in Arcane Will, but if we were to wear these, it would probably be worth getting one. Alright, 2nd point in the quill. And I'm just going to leave here. You can continue and do the rest of this area and kill Barros Radlith and get his 1-shot chest and all that. I just kind of can't be bothered. I don't need any of the MIs from the ghosts, so it seems somewhat pointless. Okay. Let's just go ahead and take these out. This is all XP, and everybody loves XP. And we do need to talk to Mr. Redden down here. You have 2 options here. The one option to fight him will get you a resistance ring with chaos resistance on it. It is worth doing. It is not the best option, however, the best option is the top option twice, which will get you a new merchant in Homestead, and he will offer you resistance and damage potions, not for free, but for iron bits instead of having to find blueprints and craft them. That is definitely the better of the 2 options. Right, let's pick up the quests from this camp. There are 2 notable items, according to the guide, in this area. The first one being the Bone Talisman, which obviously is the one we're going to use. And the other one being the incendiary shoulder plates. Words are hard. So we need to find some arsonists to get that to drop. That's 1 royal jelly. We need 3 from this cave. And I don't usually get 3, so we'll see what happens. There's 2. Hopefully this guy will drop a 3rd. I'm not going to hold my breath though. Nope, just the 1. It's okay, we've got, I think, 2 more islands covered in bees. I I guess it's 3 if you count this little area here. We only need 1 more. Come on, bees. Venom Wing Queen. Okay. Not today. Okay, 2 more areas. We also have a piece of dynamite here being guarded by, is it Nicholas Balthazar, I think? Who is going to be a fun fight, and by fun I mean not very. Basically, the plan of attack for Nicholas is we run up, we hit him with Calidors, maybe hit him with the sword, and then we run away and let the dot do the work. And hopefully, we don't die while we're trying to do it. Alright, I think we got him this time. There he goes, okay. Let's grab all of that. Don't think any of this will be an upgrade, but I will check. No. Okay. Let's get 1 more point in physique as well. Looks like we now have Fire's Might. So now we can run through people. Unfortunately, we don't have the Trail of Fire for it yet. So that's going to take a few more levels. So this is what it looks like for now. And we are more or less going to be leaving it as a movement skill for now. Alright, 1 more little island that could potentially, maybe, have the last royal jelly we need on it. It's not looking good. Nope. Okay, we're going to have to go into the hive. Unless I have failed to count again. That is also possible. Okay, Arsonist. Potentially, we'll drop these. Okay, that is pretty good. Shoulders at 21. We'll hang on to those. And yeah, no, I've only got 2. Which is unfortunate. Having 2 movement skills, though, does let us move along at a decent clip now. Which is good. We're going to do as he asks. Let's see if we can't do a bit of damage here. Someone just healed him. Is there a priest? There is a priest.
That skill's not ready.
This guy could take a little while to kill. Or not. There he goes. Corruption Relic and Subjugators of Rituals. Now, of Rituals is really good. The Elemental Seal proc on that can be stacked, I think, 2 times. What's the info on that? 4-second recharge, 6-second duration. And if you have, for example, an offhand, that 18% cooldown reduction will apply to that. So it's probably more like a 3 and change second recast. Alright, so we blow this up. Go back and turn these in. If we're turning this in, we will get our relic and also another bag for our inventory. which is something everybody likes. If you lie, you will get the relic. If you say here it is, you will not get the relic, but you will get additional faction reputation with the rovers. Nobody cares about your faction reputation though. Okay, so this is fire damage, burn damage, chaos converted to fire, and a bunch of other stuff as well. +3 to Inferno, +3 to Crushing Verdict. Yes. Inferno being this one, pretty good extra damage. I am going to go back to town and get my Silk Swatch back from that shoulder slot though. So keep the add-on, yes I'm sure. Chuck it on there. It's also probably worth looking for a new weapon at this point. We do have Zarthuzalan, I think his name is, coming up after Twin Falls. So obviously we're not there yet. But his offhand is one of the 2 items we will need in order to make Fire's Might a little bit better. I'm just going to swap these 2 actually. I keep trying to hit Alexa's Flash Freeze and I hit Kalidor's Tempest instead. Alright, we ignore them, we go across the bridge, and just on the left will be the beehive. I do actually wish I had a fire, like a one-handed weapon for fire, just so I could wear that Elemental Seal proccing offhand. Okay, we are in here for what are they called? Royal Jelly, and I don't care about anything else. So as soon as I get my Royal Jelly, I'm out. That is actually a lot of damage. I guess Ronaprax will actually give us 1 Royal Jelly at least. I believe it's guaranteed to drop 1. And that poison damage will definitely add up. I was about to say, I think we just die here.
Can't do that.
So that shotgun attack is the one that's doing most of the damage. The other one that's doing a lot of damage is me not realizing that can't actually hurt it with the flash freeze.
I can't do that yet.
Alright, you know what? It's not worth it. We are playing on hardcore, and sometimes it is better to run away and fight another day. Oh, well there you go. I was not expecting that. I fully expected to have to skip the quest. But I am not complaining, that's for sure. Alright. The Geel blueprint, not really something I'm interested in. Acid and cold damage weapon, also not something I'm really interested in. Can safely leave that one alive. Not sure about that troll, actually. The troll just to the north of the next area may be a come back and do it later kind of quest. Let's pay this guy to leave. we actually have on this? Fire Blast. Oh, that's the... You know what? Let's just put this on anyway. And start getting some procs. There we go. This is not going to be amazing damage, but it will be decent. And you'll see we'll have 2 of them at a time. I forget which of the... I think it might be Death's Vigil that has a weapon with that Elemental Seal proc on it as well. There's definitely one of them. Right, so... I think I may have missed a quest. See what happens. Let's see if we can't take out this fella right here. It's not looking good. We may have to take him over here into the camp. Just see if we can't get him to play with the guards. There we go, he's resetting now. So this is another case of this thing does way too much damage. There we go. And down he goes. Pretty much thanks entirely to these guys. What have we got to turn in? Let's go turn those in. Because we should have the quest for the Royal Jelly. I'm not sure what quest I've missed to get the reputation in order to do it.
Well, you were Darius Cronley.
That's not it. You know what? It may be this one to go and talk to them. Alright, how are our rings actually? I think I prefer the ones we have, so we'll just hang on to that for now. Let's go ahead and add Mana Infusion onto the bar that I should have done a while ago. And we will head back to... yeah.
Keep your weapon.
There we go. Still can't talk to him. Oh well, he'll come around. What is our rover's reputation at the moment? Tolerated, that might be why. It's probably, I haven't killed as many undead as normal, perhaps. Or I missed one quest, or chose the wrong option somewhere. Because normally, you don't have to come back for that quest, you just do it. I am going to go through the Hanafi mine here. Because there is a guaranteed dynamite in here. May also get new shoulders. Nope. These guys also have a helmet MI that is somewhat decent. Let's go ahead and use that and then apply fire damage, and I think we are running away at this point. I am definitely not a fan of all this running away, but we don't have any kind of death saves. And the damage we do have is kind of pants, actually. Hopefully, once we get a few more levels, we'll be able to... What do we need for this? 4 more levels to start getting Volcanic Stride. So I think we're just going to end up killing trash for a little bit. Just until we get those levels and we can actually start doing some damage. Okay, you two. Hey, there's a new hat, potentially. Let's have a look. Is that any good? Yes. Yes, it is. No, no, it isn't. I would like to use it, but unfortunately, that would mean that we would not be able to use our offhand, and I definitely want the offhand. Tempest leather belt of corrosion. Actually could be good. All of that colorful mess at the top of that is basically just 20% damage. And what do we need for... I think we're going to be short spirit to wear that. How much? How much? How much? About 10. Okay. And we'll get another level or so. Or potentially just a different helmet would also work. Alright. Maybe worth putting... Yeah, it's not. Let's see if we put 3 skill points into Oathkeeper. And by 3, apparently I mean 6. Can we now put that on? No, we can't. We are still short. What do we get in terms of spirit requirement for Zarthuzalan's archive? Okay, 224. Well, that'll be fine. We've got that. I'll just hang on to that hat for now. I mean, we could just use polished emeralds, I guess. Let's see how that goes. There we go, problem solved. So now we look the part. Most of the stuff on this is actually, now that I'm looking at it, not very good. I think we're actually not going to use that. So the 3 to 7 fire damage only applies to our auto attack. The fire and burn damage is nice. The resistances are okay. I guess that 21% chaos res is actually pretty good. But we'll leave it for now. Alright, that's our forges done. Sanctuary Relic and Hound's Bite. Sanctuary can be good as well. This is a good defensive relic, but it's not included in the guide, so we're not going to use it. I know that's basically silly, but I'm going to follow this. And if I die, I'll probably start again and do it my way. By which I mean get a whole bunch of defensive stuff at the start, including Maven Sphere, which we have enough points to get, but we don't actually have Maven Sphere. Alright, let's see if we can get money bags here. Not today. I was hoping for money bags here because it's the easier place to fight him. Unfortunately, no dice, but it'll be fine. So just a regular spirit totem here. I believe the totems in this area are always regular. The one that spawns right next to Cronley may be Forsaken, but the other one is definitely regular. A regular totem. Let's get out of that. Just blow him up, I guess. Everybody stop, and then everybody die. Okay, what do we get? We got Windborn Greaves, we got Don't Stand in that. Okay, I saw a couple of rare cold affixes in that pile. This helmet is considerably better than that one, and I guess we're using a polished emerald. 2 polished emeralds? 3 polished emeralds? Because why not? This offhand, that of shattering, that would actually be a decent offhand for the other, for the spellbreaker I'm playing. Unfortunately, there's no way to get it to him, so that's fine. New belt, nope, same belt. Winter Storm, again, another Ice Spike proc would be decent for the other Arcanist I'm playing, but no good for this one. Let's just go down here, click on this, wait for all of our friends to show up, assuming they're going to show up. Usually there's 2 or 3 packs down here. Potentially we already killed them. No. Alright, let's go find Cronley. So hopefully we can find some more fire-themed stuff. Just this is the first non-pet fire build I've actually made. I wouldn't mind having it look the part, you know. All of the gear being on fire seems good. So we are going to stack up damage effects on him pretty quickly. He is going to be doing a decent amount of damage to us as well. I am surprised I can face tank this. I'm standing in fire and not dying. So I am quite surprised at that, but also quite happy. So what do we get there? We got his medal here. The Gildam Arcanum appears to have a ton of fire damage on it. Decent chunk of energy, lightning chaos resist. That's actually, I won't call it rubbish, but it's pretty bad. Again, another item that would be really good for a cold spellbreaker. Dancing Shadows is actually pretty good. 4% chance to avoid melee attacks. You know, we're going to put that on, and I'm going to go swap the Silk Swatch. The main reason for that was the armor difference. If you have a look at these, 64 armor versus more than triple. Yeah, 3 points more than triple. So, pretty big increase in armor. I may actually be able to make a scaled hide for the chest as well. That would be pretty nice. Yes, we can indeed. So we get more use out of our armor now. And let's go ahead and sell all of this. I didn't actually look at Hound's Bite. And I don't need to anymore. Alright. That's a lot of dynamite. I'm guessing we got the 3 drop from Moneybags. Okay. Let's go ahead and kill Doreni. Nope, already killed him. If you don't kill him in Act 1, he'll be there, and that door that I just walked through will be locked. So you'll have to kill him at that point. Do we have enough cold damage to just kill these? Yes, we do. Good. You do have to check that every now and again, because if you're just chilling stuff and running, there's a good chance that you're not actually killing anything. Okay, the other really good thing about Aetherfire is I'm not sure if it just picks the closest target. But if you... So if I kill this guy with it, and it procs, but he's dead, it can actually proc through walls on someone over here. Which can be a little rippy at times, depending on what it procs on. If you're trying to hide from a nemesis maybe on the other side of the wall, may not be what you want to do. Okay. What was that sword? Our sword is kind of garbage, so I am on the lookout for a new one. That is definitely not it. Although, having said that, do we get weapon damage on this? We get main hand damage. That does not have weapon damage, and that does not have weapon damage. Okay. So it's not a big deal. Alright. The good news is that Moneybags is not here because we've already killed him. And that means we don't have to fight him along with all of these Aether Bros. Although having said that, they didn't exactly put up a huge amount of resistance. Okay, let's go kill Cronley. So, first time you fight him, he will be just standing there waiting. You have to go feed him his conversation pie, and then you can fight him. If you have a point in nullification, you can strip his bubble off of him. I do not have a point in nullification, so can't. I would have swore I hit him with that, but apparently not. Let's see if we can't stack up some procs on him. Preferably not on ourselves. It would appear he may be decently resistant to fire, just based on how much damage we are not doing right now. Okay, when he laughs, he's got his shield up, I guess. Which is not really something we can mess with. So he laughed and there's a new bubble. Main thing I'm looking for is the crystal he's going to spawn. Oh, there it is. Okay, new bubble. We go back to kiting. New crystal. Kill that. The Kalidor's Tempest is somewhat frustrating. I would have swore I was right next to that thing, but it still didn't hit him. Or it still didn't hit it, I guess. Okay, killed him. Nothing else in the area. Don't stand on that. Resistant Cronley Signet, that could be good. Maven's Hood could be good. +2 to Maven's Sphere, which obviously we don't have. Maven's Sphere is actually a really good skill. If I had... I think there's a blueprint for the amulet, if I'm not mistaken. If I had that, I would very, very happily wear this in the amulet and just break my rule and not follow the guide. Well, we're going to use that one. The extra damage proc is still good. I don't think I have the Maven's Lens, though. There's a second piece of the Guardsman set. So we're currently wearing the helmet. We could put this on and get plus 50% physical damage, which would benefit Via's Might, but otherwise not really all that amazing. Okay. This was a one-shot chest, so guaranteed blue out of that was the hammer. When you get to the Aether Cluster, make sure you keep one for yourself, especially if you're playing on hardcore, but also just in general. It's definitely worth having. I like to put it on number 7. I don't know why, I just always have, so that can stay there. We still don't have any new buffs. Alright, another important thing, when you do kill Cronley, make sure you run out and go to the next rift gate, because otherwise you're going to have to come in here and do his entire hideout again. And if you happen to have quit the game instead of just losing a portal, you're going to have to clear the entire hideout again, not just run through it. Go ahead and ask me how I know that. And then once we have the rift gate, let's go back to old Arcovia and turn those quests in. This should get us, or this will definitely get us to 23. That's 2 misclicks in a row there. And we found some texts you may be interested in. Okay. Don't think we actually got any decent items there, but that's fine. This belt is considerably better, and I want my anti-venom cells back. Are we taking Volcanic Might? I think we do, but potentially not just yet. Let's have a look. Not just yet. So we're beelining straight for Volcanic Stride, which will be next level. And we have the Royal Jelly for him. He will finally talk to us, which is nice. And there we go. Alright, back to town, get my anti-venom salve back, and then I think that'll be the end of this episode. It's getting quite long. So keep that one, chuck it on there. It's almost certainly worth crafting at least another one of those to put on, say, gloves, maybe boots. I think I'm going to do that. But regardless, that'll be the end of this episode, so thank you all very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. I'll see you in the next one, and goodbye for now.